Hello everyone, this is the video which will help you to prepare for USA visa interview preparation for student visa. Key topics I will cover in this video is step-by-step process, required document list and the fees associated with it, checks before we have to make before we go to the visa interview, and what to expect from visa interviews. These are the 4 major topics which we will cover in this video. Before we lodge our file, these are the mandatory documents. First is the passport, then is I-20 letter which is issued by the university. Until and unless we don't have I-20 letter in hand, we cannot file for the US visa. After receiving offer letter from the universities, we have to give our financials to the university, which include 1 year of expense as well. Then after, university give us I-20. Once we have passport and I-20 in hand, then we have to go for DS-160 form. Below is the link attached for the same. Basically, DS-160 form contains all your personal information such as your name, your date of birth, your educational history, travel history. DS-160 form majorly focus on students' personal history, so that a visa officer can have an insight of the student's profile. Additionally, student will be able to add the name of the university. Secondly, go to the US visa scheduling portal and schedule an appointment. Whenever you are scheduling an appointment, you have to take the physical facilitation center where you can go and give your biometrics. Offline facilitation center where you are able to fingerprinting and a photo which has been taken by a visa consulate. Second day is for visa interview. It is not mandatory that student can have OFC and visa interview on the same location. The only checkpoint here should be that the student should select the same location where he had actually submitted the DS-160 form. This is a very important check. Everyone should follow this, that whatever the location you had given on the DS-160 form, you have to select the same location. Now the fourth obvious point is the visa interview. Now we have to prepare for the visa interview, and the last step is appear for the visa interview. Now we have the detailed information of the required documents we need on the biometric day and on the interview day. On the day 1, that is biometric day, we need passport, visa appointment letter and DS-160 confirmation page. Other documents are hardly asked on the day 1. Step 2 is visa interview day 2. On this day, it's very important that you have to carry all set of documents. However, if there is any situation where you have forgotten your documents, it's very important that you don't have to panic. Just have your first set of documents, that is passport, visa appointment letter, DS-160 confirmation page, active CVS fee receipts, I-20 of the university. By any chance, if the student forgets harmonium folder, it's very important that you have to keep your confidence. It is a genuine thing which can happen. Appear for the interview with full confidence and have all the complete information with you which is genuine. By any chance, if the student forgets harmonium folder and don't have their academic documents, now it's very important to understand this is a genuine thing which can happen. Student should try to get as soon as the documents he or she can have in their hand, but still you should appear for the interview with full confidence. He or she should have first set of documents with them and appear for the interview with full confidence, and there are chances that you will be asked to submit the documents later. Now there are other set of documents, financial documents which we strongly recommend you to carry. These are the documents which are being displayed in the PPT, named as IT returns and financials of the sponsorer, sanctioned loan letter, financial summary, other offer letters or rejection letters which you have previously received, resume, academic documents, project work, research papers, etc. Now there is another very important question, that what is a financial summary? Financial summary is a document or it is an Excel sheet in which we are guiding the student where we mention all his financials such as savings and the loan letters he or his parents have. So students can have a cumulative amount. Student can confidently pitch in front of the visa officer. We have samples for the same. If you need, we can give you that. Now the next is use visa payment at each step. The first is fees payment on USA visa scheduling portal, which is $185. Now the second fees is service fees, which is paid on fmjfwe.com, which is $350. So these are the basic two fees which students have to pay before appearing for the visa interview. So there are few mandatory checks that students should do before going for the visa interview. The first check is check your passport validity, which should be of at least 6 months. Now the second check is the name of the student on the I-20 should be perfectly matched with the name on the passport. Now the third most important point is service fee should be paid on the university for which the student is actually appearing for the visa interview. Now the fourth point is check the location on DS-160 confirmation page. Is similar to the visa interview location in case the OFC and visa interview locations are different. These days it's very common that the visa interview and the OFC locations are different. For example, in Delhi, Chennai or Hyderabad. So it's very important that DS-160 form should say Delhi if the visa interview is also scheduled in Delhi. However, the OFC can be in any other location. These are the 4 checks which we have to ensure before we book our visa date. Now we'll discuss what questions we should expect from a visa officer. Now the visa officer, they can ask you about the subject you have studied in your bachelor's degree and the subject you are going to learn in your master degree. They can ask some technical questions as well about your work experience, your bachelor's degree or your master's degree. Sometimes they can also ask about the current affairs. They can also ask about the projects you have done, what difficulties you had faced while doing your projects. They can also ask on what operating system you had worked on, what were the tools you had worked on. So the basic questions that you have to be very well prepared of are the questions such as what is the purpose of your visit, why this university, why USA, who is your sponsorer, what does your sponsorer do, what are your future plans. So these are the questions which are asked continuously and you have to be well prepared with the answers of these questions. However, the expectations of the visa officer has changed with time. These days what they expect is the genuine answer. Suppose the question is what is the purpose of your visit. They don't want a mugged answer as everyone gives. They don't want that answer. You should put some personal touch in this answer, that what is the genuine reason why you opted USA, why you want to do the bachelor's from specifically USA. Give some core answers, search out few modules which you find interesting and your answer should be different. It should not be a mugged answer. Nowadays questions have some different aspects. So what we have experienced that there have been new addition in the type of the questions that have been asked. We are trying to incorporate in this video so that you can have an idea on the type of the question that have been asked. Suppose your graduation is in software engineering and you are going for masters in the software engineering, or you're going for graduation in software engineering. They can ask you what is the purpose of software engineering. Henceforth, they can ask you what is the value of science and tech in the future. Why this course? Tell me some strong ties to your home country. Now there are few more questions which you can see on your screen. And of course, if you need some specific questionnaire on your specific subject area, you can ask, you can send us a message. We will revert with the PDF. Suppose if you have a loan sanctioned for your studies in USA, you must be aware of the rate of the interest of your approved loan. Why applying now after this long gap? Yes, if you have a gap, you must have some genuine reasons for that. Suppose if you have done some certifications You must be able to answer all the questions of that certificate. It is the student who is in front of the visa officer. He is the one who will convince the visa officer that he is the genuine student who is well aware of his journey. He has done his DS 160 himself. Yes, of course, you can say that you got guidance from someone, but you were involved in every process, in each and every step of your journey. I'll give you an example that what questions, suppose what you have prepared for and what questions you have been asked over there. Now suppose your program is software engineering and you have prepared what is the plan of your study. But what the question you got over there is, what is the purpose of software engineering? Now you have to understand this, both answer can correlate. You can change rather than panicking. There are chances that questions can be molded before you. You should be vigilant, calm mind, understand the question and answer. Now again on the screen you can see a reference sample question along with the answer. Again I would love to mention here that if you need a course specific question answer, you can ask us, message us on the given WhatsApp number. You will get a PDF for the same. So here we had tried to categorize the do's and don'ts for the visa interview. Research the F1 visa process thoroughly. Gather all the required documents and organize them neatly. Practice your answers. Speak clearly and concisely. Answer questions directly. Be honest. Show genuine interest in your chosen program. Be prepared to discuss how you will finance your studies. And when we talk about the body language, make eye contact with the interview and project confidence. Maintain a professional posture and avoid nervous gestures. Obviously, phones are not allowed, so turn off your phone before the interview. So don'ts are, don't memorize the answer. They don't want your mugged answer. You have to give the genuine answers. And obvious, please don't forget your important documents. Don't be unprepared for the basic questions about your studies and plans. Don't be late. Don't avoid having a plan for covering your educational expense. Most important, don't lie. So they are trained psychologists, so you don't have to lie. So these are certain don'ts. So here I would like to summarize that what is the outcome of the USA interview preparation. You should know your area of study very well. You should keep yourself informed about the recent updates on your area of interest or the course you are going to study. Future scope of your industry in India. What is the scope of your industry which you are going to study? The scope you should be aware of the scope in India, not in USA. You can say about the USA as well, but you should be well aware of your home country first of all. Now tips for a successful visa. See, visa officers are trained to assume you intend to stay in the USA. So it is up to you to prove them otherwise, that you are not going to stay in USA, you will come back to your home country. Your attitude and your answers are the key. Know your university very well. They are ranking each and every detail of your university. Know your finances, how you're going to if you have a loan, how you're going to repay your loan, each and every steps, and know your career plans. Thank you for watching. If you have any doubt, if you need any kind of guidance, WhatsApp on the below number with your questions. We'll answer you and we'll help you thoroughly.